Okay. 3 rolls of aluminum foil and a bag of, hefty one size something. Yeah, none of which I'm responsible for. So God only knows how long those have been in here. I cleaned out the space. I'm just going to give it a damp cloth wash down, which I haven't done yet. And then I'm going to mount this new converter in there. And you can see, maybe make it better for you. Big space, tiny box. So I can put it way back there and have much more storage space under here. For what? I don't know. Doesn't matter. It just is there. And I know it's there. Okay. So the fan worries me. I'm afraid that fan's going to get clogged up. But you know what? That's maintenance. Once a year I'll pull the thing out and maintenance. But I'm going to wipe it down and then install that thing and plug it in. See what happens. Who knows? Okay. Hang in there. There, now it's all wiped down. Now that is interesting. See that rail right there? I think that is indicative of how hot this converter got. And I can't imagine that's a good thing. Okay. I'm going to keep plugging along here. Okay. Anyway, that's the space that I'm working with. Okay. Tired I am. Not really. It's fun. I'm having fun. Hi, it's me. Okay, so I have hooked up the positive to the positive, the negative to the negative, and the way you do that is, see the screws on top? You just unscrew those and you shove the wires in the holes, and then you screw those back down. Now this, I have no idea what this is, but it goes in that hole right there. So I've opened this up. Again, you just unscrew it, shove the wire in that hole and screw it tight so it doesn't pull out. And that's what you're trying to do, is make sure that it doesn't pull out. Okay, so I'm kind of figured out how I'm going to mount it. So I wanted to get the wiring in so I don't have to work harder. And this job, ladies, men, I'm sure that you will either put on gloves or not, but when you're twisting these wires, it's always great to have a pair of gloves. And I do use gloves occasionally. I suggest everybody have a few pair. Okay, so I'm going to hook up whatever this wire is called, and then I'm going to plug it in and see what explodes. Okay, so hang in there. I'll let you share it with me. Okay, there are 2 things that you do before you start this, okay? One is disconnect the positive cable from your battery, okay? Number 2 is go turn off your shore power, okay? You don't actually have to unplug it unless that makes you feel better, but go to your shore power box if you're hooked into shore power and turn it off. Okay, this is important. See those little bugs in there? Aren't they gross? Okay, you do that because you don't want to do what I just did, which is not that big a deal. But as I was hooking up the wiring, and more importantly, I got 2 of the wires in, and then, see what a mess. I have to look at what a mess this is. Look at it. It's awful. Okay, what I did was touched this. So learn from my mistakes. I touched this wire here that's supposed to go in this hole and that hole. Okay, I touched it on this 30 amp fuse and I blew the fuse. Now fortunately I have another fuse, so it's not the end of the world. But if you are doing this and you're out in the middle of nowhere doing this and you don't have a 30 amp fuse with you, then all is for naught, because I won't, one, run without the 30 amp fuse. And as you can see, it takes 2 of them. So, oops. So and the directions actually do say that. I just ignored them. You know, I just unplugged the unit and said, oh, let's just do this. But what happens is your battery is charged, which mine is, and it feeds into this unit. And also the shore power will feed, well, it doesn't really feed into the unit, that's just for safety. But it's the battery. Now it's only 12 volts, but you know, if you have a really bad heart like mine, hey, that's not good news. Okay, so now I'm still trying to, oops, sorry, dropped you. Trying to shove this big thing of wire into that itty bitty little hole. And I'm twisting it and twisting it and twisting it to get it smaller. So that's what I've been doing. Okay, so, you know, disconnect, disconnect, disconnect. Okay, back soon.